Hello students. Today we are going to begin with the last chapter, that is chapter 15, a Caucus-Race and a long tail, page number 91. Okay, this is your last chapter for your fourth online test. Okay, so it's a very small chapter. Let's just quickly finish it. Okay, Alice is sitting with her sister outdoors when she spots a white rabbit with a pocket watch. Fascinated by it, she follows the rabbit down the hall, slips and falls into a pool of water. Alice swims ashore with a number of animals. Now read on. Now this is a small extract derived from or taken from the story Alice in Wonderland. If you know the story, it's a very common story. Okay, so one day here, this little girl Alice is sitting with her sister outdoors, okay, outside, uh, under a tree, when she spots a white rabbit who is a very strange looking. Okay, he is wearing a waistcoat with a pocket watch with him, and she gets so fascinated that why this rabbit is all dressed. Okay, so she follows the rabbit down the hole. Okay, and then she continuously, without telling us this, and she continuously slips down and falls into a pool of water. Okay, now Alice swims ashore. Now she comes to a shore, okay, with a number of animals. She meets the number of animals. Now we have to read on. Okay, they were indeed a looking party. Queer looking party means a strange looking party. They were indeed a queer looking party that assembled on the bank. The birds with draggled feathers. Draggled means dirty or wet feathers. The animals with their fur clinging close to them. They were all dripping wet. So not just Alice, there were other animals as well, birds and animals, who all were wet and dirty. Okay, cross, and they were all dripping wet, cross and uncomfortable. They were not so happy and they were uncomfortable with their wet wings, fur. Okay, so the first question, of course, was how to get dry again. So the first thing that came to their mind was how to get dry, how to dry ourselves. They had a consultation about this. They were having a discussion about it. Okay, they were having discussion about it, and after a few minutes it seemed quite natural to Alice to find herself talking familiarly with them. So slowly she noticed that Alice can actually interact with this animals. Okay, she can talk their language and they can also understand what Alice is trying to say. It seemed quite natural to Alice to find herself talking familiarly with them, as if she had known them all her life, and she was so comfortable with these animals and birds, as if she has known them for a very long time. Indeed, she had quite a long argument with Laurie, who at last turned sulky. So, after having a long argument, okay, with this uh, creature, Laurie, who at last turned sulky. Sulky means bad temper. Okay, got angry and would only say, I'm older than you and must know better. And then what Laurie used to say continuously after a discussion, that I'm older than you and you have to listen to me. Okay, and I'm always right, I know better than you. And this Alice would not allow without knowing how old it was. And Alice was not ready to accept that this creature is older than her. And she's continuously asking, how old are you? Let me know, how old are you? And as Laurie positively refused to tell its age, there was no more to be said. So Laurie was saying, I'm not going to tell you my age. So again, the discussion would end there. At last, the mouse, who seemed to be a person of authority among them, called out, sit down, all of you, and listen to me. I will soon make you dry enough. They all sat down at once in a large ring with the mouse in the middle. So while this discussion was going on, while everyone was thinking to how to dry oneself, so there at last the mouse came and he said that uh, I have an idea, but for that, first of all, please everyone sit down, okay, and listen to me. So soon they started to they made a circle and they sat, okay, and in a large ring, and the mouse was in the middle. Turn your page 92. The mouse said, are you all ready? So are you all ready to dry yourself? This is the driest thing I know. So this is the driest thing I know, and I want to give you that opinion. William the Conqueror, whose cause was favored by the Pope, said Laurie with a shiver. Now he was about to start with the story first. Okay, so William the Conqueror, whose cause was favored by the Pope. Pope is like uh, in Christianity, the leader is called Pope. Okay, so here is saying William the Conqueror, whose cause was favored by the Pope. Okay, and then Laurie was like, oh, he's shivering and he's trying to listen. That why don't he doesn't come to a point? Why he has to tell us a story? Then I beg your pardon, said Mouse, frowning, but very politely. Did you speak? Then again, the mouse got angry because Laurie made faces. So Mouse said, I beg your pardon, I'm so sorry. Did you say something? But he's very angry now, he's frowning. But very politely, he asked that, did you speak? Did you say something? Do you want to say something? Not I, said Laurie hastily. I thought you did, said the mouse. So Laurie did not accept. He said, I did not talk. But the mouse said, I thought you did. I thought you spoke. I proceed. Even Stigand, the Petroic Archbishop of Canterbury, found it advisable, and he said that this idea was even acceptable and was advisable by a Petroitic Archbishop. That means Archbishop is a senior official in church. Okay, so he accepted this method. Found what? Said the duck. So, which idea? What you're talking about? About what? What did he approve? Found it, the mouse replied rather crossly. Of course, you know what it means. So, you know what it means. I know what it means well enough when I find a thing, said the duck. It's generally a frog or a worm. The question is, what did the archbishop find? So, he's saying, I know what I'm asking you. Please tell me, what did the archbishop find right? Okay. What was the suggestion? Come to the point. The mouse did not notice this question and turned to Alice and asked, how are you getting on now, my dear? So the mouse did not notice the question that was asked, and then he rather thought of not answering the duck, and he turns to Alice and he talks it. How are you getting? Are you fine or not? So he's having another conversation with Alice. And Alice said, as wet as ever, said Alice. In that case, said the dodo. Dodo is a duck here. Okay, it's a bird here. In that case, I move that the meeting must adopt more energetic remedies. So he's saying that I think the meeting or whatever we are having right now, we have to have some energetic things to do so that we will have remedy to our problem. Speak English, said the eaglet. He's saying that speak in English, don't speak in other language, we won't understand. I don't know the meaning of half those long words, and what's more. So he's saying, I'm not able to understand what you are saying. More than a half sentence, I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't believe you do either. And the eaglet bent down its head to hide a smile. And eaglet is smiling, he's bending and he's smiling, okay. What I was going to say was the best thing to get us dry would be a Caucus-Race, said the dodo. Now dodo is the bird who gave the idea of a Caucus-Race. He's saying that I think this is the best idea to dry ourselves, to have a Caucus-Race. Now Alice is saying, what is Caucus-Race? Okay, we don't know, even I don't know about it. Do you know about it? What is Caucus-Race? The best way to explain it is to do it, said the dodo. Now he's saying that in order to I will not explain you. Instead of that, I will try to do it. We will do it, and then you will understand it. Okay. First, it marked out a race course in a sort of circle. So first we will make a circle where we are going to make a round and run. The exact shape doesn't matter. Okay, you can run anyway. Okay, then all the party were placed along the course here and there. So, and all the eatables and whatever that was prepared for the party was placed here and there, not particularly in one stop. So there were different stops. So whoever, whatever wants to take it or have it or drink it, they have to stop, drink, and again start running. Okay, so there was not 1, 2, 3 and away. But they began running when they liked and left off when they liked. So here there is he's saying that there is no certain rule that that you have to start this time and you have to finish this time. So anytime anyone can leave, anyone can start, and anyone can stop whenever whoever wants it. Okay, so there is no such rules. So it was not easy to know when the race was over. However, when they had been running half an hour or so and were quite dry again, the dodo suddenly called out, the race is over. They all crowded round it and asked, but who has won? So what happened is, so they started running. Okay, it was not an easy because you don't know when the race gets over because you have to continuously run. Okay, So when they had been running for half an hour, then Dodo said that when you are quite dry, Dodo will suddenly say that the race is over. Okay, the bird will say the race is over, and then we have to stop running. But the main thing is, you will not come to know who has won the race. Okay, the crowd has said. They all crowded round and asked that who has won. This question Dodo could not answer without a great deal of thought. But at last he said, everybody has won and all must have prizes. And Dodo said that I cannot answer this question, who has won exactly, because everybody was running. Okay, but I would like to say that everybody has won and all deserves to get prizes. So that was all about chapter 15, a Caucus race and a long tail. Okay, I hope you have understood, and we'll start with the question answers tomorrow. Thank you.